everyone, welcome to another episode of the Crystal Beauty Show. Today we have very interesting very interesting guest whom I think is going to inspire a lot of us. So join me in welcoming Miss Barbs TK of Zen Concepts.
Hi, Miss Crystal Beauty. How are you?
I'm doing well. So let's start with your makeup. Who did your makeup today?
Well, I mean, like I always say, none other than my award-winning artist, Miss Queenie Vet of Glamour Faces.
Nice.
She did my makeup.
What about your outfit?
This outfit was done by J Met's Fashions. You all know I only probably wear like sold clothes. I like custom made and I like it designed to fit me. So this was done by J Met's Fashions.
Nice. So tell us a little bit about yourself for those of our viewers who do not know who you are.
Hi everyone, this is Barbs TK of Zen Concepts. Like she said, what would I say? I'm a decorator, I'm a stylist, I'm a planner, I'm an MC, I'm an all-rounder, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm an inspirator. But today on this show, it's all about Zen Concepts. So Zen Concepts is actually an event planning and decoration business located here in Maryland. So we service everywhere, DMV area. We travel, we do destination weddings, we do baby showers, bridal showers, weddings, funerals. Some people don't like to say they do funerals. Unfortunately, I think that I'm always there to be like a support system to the family. So we take pleasure in doing that, helping families go through that. Zen Concepts is a business that was nurtured from an apartment. And today, by the grace of God, we are where we are now. We have a location and we're able to work and put a smile on different people's faces. That's all we really do, actually.
Right, wow. And how old have you been in event planning and decoration?
So event planning and decoration, I would want to say for the planning part, it's like 3 years. For a designer and a decorator, it's just 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how long we've really been, doing decorations.
And how did you get into it?
If you all remember, it was first all about Madame Ulala chic, styling, designing, taking people to the mall, making sure they're dressed. Then I got into Ankaras, using African fabrics to sew beautiful gowns. And then one day I was at a wedding and I'm like, is it just me or I'm just noticing so many things that are not going right? I won't say going wrong, but we're not just going right. And already I had been doing it in church at the time, New Breed International. I had been doing it in church and it was a passion. I'll help everybody do their event. And one day my pastor said to me, do you know that people actually do this as a business? And that was when my eyes opened. I'm like, okay, instead of doing this for free for people in church, I can actually brand myself and actually find my niche, because at that time I was a lost wagon, I'll tell you that. But it took, in the course of the years, I've been able to know exactly what I do and what I enjoy doing, and I'll do it even for free because it's a passion.
So you just mentioned branding yourself. That's something that I think we need to discuss in detail, because especially in our Cameroonian community, I feel that a lot of us are lacking that.
Yeah.
So I'll go back to something that happened not very recently, with the AWA awards.
Okay.
You actually took on Facebook to express yourself and how you felt about it, and you apologized to your I don't want to say friends,
nominees, categories, and different people.
Exactly. And what I got from that was the fact that your image is very important to you.
That's right.
Your image is your brand.
Right.
So tell us how important this is and why branding yourself is important.
All right. So right now, the whole idea behind branding is when I walk in a room and someone sees me, already they can know that that's Barbs TK, and Barbs TK goes with Zen Concepts. You know what I do and you know what I stand for, and you will know the things that I don't compromise with. That's branding. It's not so much of, people would think branding is about having a business card, having a flyer, posting stuff on social media. That's not branding. It's that personality that cannot be watered down. No one can be like you and no one can do what you do, because you have found and put a finger on what you do that is unique to yourself. So with you knowing what you're unique at, you go ahead and develop it. When you develop that, you need to understand, focus on, I have 3 things I always say I focus on. I focus on the people I'm serving, I focus on the product that I am serving people with, and I focus on the process of me getting to actually execute what I need to do. So now when you come and say, oh, decoration, what is it that is specific about the Zen Concepts brand? This is my decor behind me. We love it classy, chic, candlelight. You may not pay me $10,000, but trust me, your decor would look like you paid $10,000 because my name is on it. All right, guys, let me correct that. Don't come and tell me you want to shut the town and you have $5,000. No. You pay for what you get. But even if your budget is not all the way up there, I'm not just going to have you have a mediocre event. It will still be a very classy event, but it will have the Zen Concepts feel, which is the candles, the romance in the room, and make sure that people, when they sit on a table, they're able to see each other and communicate with each other. That's what my brand is all about, bringing people together.
Wow, that's it. Wow. So can you describe a typical process in organizing an event?
Okay, a typical process with an event is the very first thing that is important is your budget. Okay, so I have had clients that will come to me, they have no idea, no clue what it costs them to have a wedding. All I can see is that they love each other. That's all that I see when they walk in through my doors, is that they love each other. Now, for people that want to get married, you see that. For someone that wants to do their birthday, you can tell that, you know what, they've worked so hard, they want to celebrate themselves. Now, I take that emotional feeling of you being excited and you want to have this fabulous wedding, and I put it together with the reality. This is your excitement, this is reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I go down to take my time and I sit with you and I draw a budget plan. Now, that's not what decorators do. That's not what some planners will even do for you, but I do that because I don't want a client paying me $10,000 and you can't even sleep at night, for one thing. After that wedding or after that birthday, you still have rent to pay, you still have, we're in America, guys, you still have bills to pay and all that. So I go ahead and I establish a budget for you, a realistic budget that you can break down and take care of. Once we establish that budget, now you can go to those different vendors with my recommendations. So you can have your own vendors, but I have recommendations from photography to makeup to hair. You know, I have people that I work with that I know that we work together as a team. And the message that I convey to all of them is your brand is important. So once I give you those channels, it's easy for you to now enjoy. The whole goal is to enjoy your process of your event. So there's an experience to having an event. Enjoy it.
Okay. So can you give us like some landmark events that you've organized?
Oh, landmark events. Okay. So right now we're in my office. Unfortunately, I always look at my walls because I have some events on my wall. So let me say Newa's wedding. Newa's wedding was in 2012. We actually went all the way to Cameroon, and that's where she had her wedding. Now you go to Honorine and Fode. Honorine is a Cameroonian beautiful lady that got married to a guy from Sierra Leone. I did their wedding, and then I do a service that is called Lady in Waiting. Now, Lady in Waiting is just catering to the bride. So I have some brides that are like, oh, I'm not big in hair. I don't worry about dress. I don't worry about doing my nails and all that. So I now step in, I put my planning hat aside, and I focus just on you. I would go with you to shop for your dress. I will go with you to pick your hair. We will try out different makeup. We will try out different things that will suit your personality. Because your wedding is all about you.
Yes.
When you walk in that room, I don't care what's happening. The wall needs to shut down. Because you've paid money, you've worked so hard, you need just that one day to shine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to shine when it comes to me. So that's what I do, as in making that process all easy for people and making everything else work. So I have other vendors that work with me, and it works out so nicely.
That's
it
nice.
helps the client especially.
I actually find it very interesting that you have vendors that you work with.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yes, that's good. That's good.
There's power in, I think that, you know, a dream team does not only make the dream work, but it puts money in your pocket.
Did you guys hear that?
It's not
repeat it again.
So when you have you know how everybody says, oh, the dream team makes the dream work. This, da, 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 da. I'm not about that. And all my vendors I work with, from Stanleon, Quinivet, Pilar, Ray from X-Ray Photos, from Video URC, from ZoomWorks, everybody that I work with, this is my message to you, because I learned it the hard way. I am a nurse, I work full-time, and I'm running a business full-time. It's not easy. I'm a wife, I'm a mother. It's not easy. But if I have to leave my house, leave my kids, leave my fabulous husband to come and do your event, you better believe that that event is going to put money in my account. So this is 2019, and my vendors that I work with know and understand branding is going to a whole new level. If you're doing it at the comfort of your home, it was 2018. We're stepping out. We need to structure ourselves to be winners together. You can't be a winner by yourself. Let's be winners together. Then that dream team is actually working. That's how I put it.
Yeah, and you just mentioned that you're a wife, you're a nurse, you're a mother, you plan events. How do you juggle all of this?
Well,
you wear many hats, so how do you
I
juggle
feel
that?
at some. Trust me. So you all know I put it on Facebook the other day. I tried to make, what was the, you know, after I mixed so many things, I've even forgotten what the original soup was. So I think it was, no, it was a peanut, it was a goosey soup. And then I put in vegetable. I thought it was spinach. It ended up being dole. And then my husband was like, you will eat this food. You cooked it, all this meat inside. So long story short, I win in a lot of things, but I have my weaknesses. And it's really by the grace of God that I married a husband that does not judge me, does not even look at cooking as a woman's duty. I have my days, and I'll make him fabulous breakfast and sausage and eggs and do this and do that, and I cover up for everything. And you know how it is. I'm sorry, we're on live TV, but you know, if you're not winning in one part, you're doing so well in the other part that it covers up the other ones. And you know, in the bedroom, I'm the queen. Let me leave it like that. I'm trying to keep it clean for you guys.
Oh my
God! But that makes
your babies are going to watch this.
Well, they know that. They already know mommy and daddy. And you know, my kids they act just like me, as people say. But that's what it is. So I am a mother. I'm a wife. I do all of those things that I do. But it's only by the grace of God. I will not take that from God. It's by the grace of God that I'm able to do it and still, you know, have a smile on my face. Yeah.
Nice. So have you had any clients that was
bad clients? Let me look at my wall again. Let's see. Well, I've had bad clients, but let me tell you, at the end of the day, we'll all kiss and make up because they don't even remember what they were upset about. I have a sense of humor, and I'm very outspoken. So, because sometimes some people will just be like, no, I wanted you there on time. I'm so upset you did not come early. I'm like, but I'm also your decorator. I had to decorate and go, no, I wanted you to make sure that my makeup is perfect, my hair is perfect, my nails. I said, yeah, that goes lady in waiting. You didn't pay for lady in waiting, girlfriend. You paid for decoration. So long story short, I had to make up for that and give her some free things, After the wedding, I had her and her husband invited them to the spa, gave them a massage. So there are ways in life that you make up for your shortcomings. Because those things, when you say bad clients, they're not bad. It's just that the communication was not right.
Yeah.
And also the expectations were not the same. Now I can be doing something for you and I think, oh, I've done so much. But that's not what you expect. So it makes me look bad. You understand? But put your ego aside, put your own anger aside, and worry about your brand and make sure you go and cover up all the mistakes that you make and learn from it. So I don't try to offer too much.
Mm-hmm.
I offer you what I know that I can do, so you are not disappointed at the end of the day.
Nice. That's a very good policy.
Yes.
So you mentioned your husband being understanding and not judgy, and he's okay with you burning food and putting bitter leaf instead of spinach. So it's obvious that he's a big part of your life and your business. We tend to see him in the background.
Yes.
But how much of a support system is he when it comes to your event planning and everything else that you do that is not necessarily family related?
So it's very funny, but it's hard to talk about this without getting emotional.
Okay.
Sometimes some people look at him and they feel like, oh, what he's doing is not correct, or him being a support system is not correct, or oh, a man should have an ego, a man should have his pride. But let me tell you guys something. Without Eric Chinjo, there will be no Zen Concepts. I have tried to quit so many times. Now it doesn't take anything away from me to just focus and work, do my regular nursing job, and go home and relax. Spend time with my kids. No one is blowing up my phone. I'm not carrying things. My hands are not hurting. My weight is not going up and down because I'm not resting enough. But he is my balance. People would always say, oh, why do you call him lighthouse? When you stand in the dark and you see the light from a lighthouse, that's like the only thing you can see in the midst of a dark. That's my lighthouse. He would do anything to make sure that the business is where it is. Make sure that the accounts are on point. Make sure that the bills are taken. Make sure that even when I have a misunderstanding with the client, he has this grace over his life where there can be like this raw happening, and Eric will just calm it down. I don't know how he does that. He just calms it down. So he is actually the driving force of Zen Concepts, because with decorations you cannot do it by yourself. And for the only way for you to succeed in decoration is you having someone that is as dedicated or a little bit more than you are. Now, Eric, people see us in public and be like, oh wow, you go and serve your husband food. I serve my husband at any time, at every time. I serve him. My husband doesn't worry about certain things because he knows he'll just say, ask my wife. And he knows I would get it on point what he wanted. So that's what I think our relationship is. But it's not what people see now. It's what we talked over the phone when we were courting. It's what the many nights of just getting to know each other and know what I like to do. Honey, I don't know how to cook. I could learn. I could like it, but I don't like it. I have bad allergies. A lot of people that know me, I have bad allergies. So I stay away from. That's why you see when I do my decorations, I used to do like fresh flowers, but now I started doing artificial flowers because I was getting a lot of allergies and being sick. So sometimes when you see a relationship, you don't understand the background.
Yeah.
But those are things that my husband loves to cook. He will host people at home just to make sure that he likes to entertain people. He would cook and do all of that. But that's really the fighting force of this business. He is the brain of the business. All I do is sit down and draw. Yesterday he was here setting all this up. And even if I can't do, like now he's at an event, doing an event for us. So even if I have to do certain things, he would now go in and fill in the gaps and make sure that we're still Zen Concepts is still represented where it needs to be represented.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
So looking at all of this, like you mentioned, it obviously does not look cheap. It looks like you've invested a lot of time, money, and you earlier mentioned it's 2019.
Yes.
All your vendors should get out of the apartment.
Up in our
so for us to do that, we need money. We need
of course.
We need to invest.
Yes.
So what kind of investment do you think how did you invest in all of this?
So like I say, I started with styling. So believe it or not, back then in Maryland, people didn't even know who Barbara was. But I just know there was this lady that would come to people's event with a table and she's selling handbags and shoes. That's what I used to do. I would make bow ties myself. I would go to New York, buy handbags, buy shoes, and then I'll come and put them out in events. That's how I was kind of like raising funds. But when I now knew what I wanted to do, I worked extra hard. There were times where I would work 7 days a week and for 2 jobs. I would leave from one job and go to the second job, yes. And I would work and work. My husband would do his job and at nighttime go and drive Uber. Yeah, because we needed our funds to get the business to where it is. And I'll tell you, the money makes the difference. Because even if you get someone that, can you invest in my business? They don't understand what it is.
Yeah.
They don't understand your sweat and your passion and all that. They don't get that. They just get you want to borrow money and give it back. No. But when you work hard, and like I say, my husband does all the budgeting. If you're not having an event, you're not getting a new outfit. You sew an outfit when you have an event. So I had to cut down on a lot. Now it's just because I'm so blessed that I have people that are a team and I don't worry about my makeup. Before, you're not paying for no makeup. You know how to do your makeup yourself. So you sit down and do your makeup. We trimmed down certain things because we wanted to get to where we wanted to get to. We stayed in an apartment that long because we wanted to save money to get the business to where it is, and then now we move into a house and then we're comfortable. But there is always planning. This is a message for everybody, okay? If you cannot plan for your life, please don't ruin someone else's life. If you cannot plan for your home, don't try to want to be a planner for somebody else. If you go out there and you're a decorator and you're a brand, make sure your brand reflects with you first. If you walk into my home right now, I am very confident you would see it intact, the decoration on point, because I'm a designer. It starts from my home. My kids know when they wake up in the morning, they need to clean up, make up their bed, make sure everything is intact before they leave. So we try to keep up with those standards. You need to see me and my husband. Don't leave it on the floor. They'll come and say you left it on the floor. You're, mommy and daddy, why do you guys have things on your floor and then you tell us to clean our floor? Whatever expectation you have and you put on people out there, make sure those same things, that's what you live by. So another thing I want to tell you guys, very important, you have to be disciplined in what you do. For you to succeed, regardless of anything, discipline is the key. And if you're disciplined, I don't care if it's discipline because of the Bible or discipline because of natural life. Discipline is discipline. When you're dating and you tell the guy, I don't want to sleep with you before I get married, that's discipline, guys. It applies in that dating phase. It applies when you're married. It applies when you start a business.
Just smile for me, baby, smile. I wanna smile, baby. Yes, smile, honey bunch. This is your girl Montez, and you are watching the Crystal Beauty Show. Stay tuned.
So, do you have any last words for our viewers?
Well, last words for our viewers. Okay, so this is what I would say. In life, please do not judge what you see out there. Do not judge people's outwards appearance and what you see on social media. Try to be the best of who you are. Okay, try to live up to your own standards and your own expectations. Don't try to please everybody, because you're going to get frustrated. Whatever you say you're going to do, make sure you do it. And never take for granted if somebody gets hurt by you. Take 10 steps back to fix that relationship, and then you would watch yourself take 20 steps forward. But every time you want to go up and you think you would, oh, let me bring this person down for me to go up, you're going to find yourself being in circles. So I make it a point of duty to encourage everybody that is doing anything in this DMV area and Cameroon. I actually started a group on Facebook, and this was to encourage every Cameroonian doing anything in the event production world here and in Cameroon. And I got some fights, and some people like, why only Cameroonians? Let me tell you something. There comes a time in life where we need to accept that our own people are lacking behind. When you focus on that, and then we grow up as a team, everybody gets to another level. But every time you're focused on yourself, in 5 years, you'll still be having that message on Facebook saying, oh, go here and like this. Did you follow us here? Have you followed this page? 2020, I'm not doing that stuff. You are with Zen Concepts or you're not with Zen Concepts, you know? So you get to that place where you're confident that you have these people following you. You have these people that trust and believe in what you do. It's sometimes people will walk in here and they'll say, somebody referred me, I don't even know the person. Oh, I met you at this event and you're always smiling. Nobody ever hurt you. You're always doing this. I say, my dear, if I'm thinking of hurt, it drags me down. So I focus on the positive. That's just me. If I see anybody that is maybe in the negative or moved by pride, I just leave you where you are and I keep going. I don't have energy for that. But my advice to everyone out there is love yourself and treat your next door neighbor as though you want to be treated that way. If we can all carry that notion in our minds and do what we say we're going to do, we'll be all happy people tomorrow. We'll be happy. Nigerians are doing so well. Genevieve just did a movie and she put only Igbo. Igbo, they say that thing, Igbo Kwenu, yeah. Whether anybody wants to grumble, whether Yoruba people want to grumble, she did the movie. And the movie is fabulous. Now Yorubas are succeeding so well. So what is so wrong in us focusing on Cameroonians? Let's get to this next level together. We have to get there. But I'm telling you, wait and watch and see. Especially the people that I work with, our little team, like Stan Leon. You guys ain't seen nothing yet. Some things are coming that you will be blown away. Queen Yvette, same thing. Pilar is doing wonderful things now with designs and fruits and all that. But these are people that we all encourage ourselves and say, you know what, if I can hold your hand and say you're doing well, but you know, if you change this and change this and change that, you'll do better, and we keep flourishing. That's all from Barbs TK actually.
That's a lot. You say that's all I see.
that's all, guys.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people will be inspired by this. This was very educative. Thank you so much. So I really appreciate you for giving me your time.
Thank you for,
I know you're super busy, but thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate you having me, and unfortunately I'm apologizing on behalf of Mr. Chinjo. He actually has an event he's running tonight, and normally he will be here even in the background, but he will be here. So that's thank you for having us, and thank you for trusting that our content is fit to be on your page. So we thank God for that. Don't take it for granted.
And thank you for also trusting to give us your content.
Anytime.
Yes.
Anytime.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, leave your comments, follow us on Twitter, like our Facebook page, and until next time, this is Crystal saying bye-bye.
Bye.